Hi, I'm Sarah Beth. Welcome to the Pre-Kitchen, where I'm going to show you how to make a delicious beef roast with hearty greens in your pressure cooker using Pre's grass-fed and finished chuck roast. I've got all of the ingredients prepped and ready to go. First step is to turn your pressure cooker to the saute mode. I did that a few minutes ago. I've got 3 tablespoons of cooking oil in here, and I'm going to add the beef. This is Pre's chuck roast, cut into 2-inch pieces and seasoned with about a half a tablespoon of kosher salt. I'm going to put these in here and let them brown for about 4 minutes on each side, or at least 3 sides. This is going to build a lot of good, rich, beefy flavor. But if you're in a hurry, you could skip this part. You could put everything in, all of the ingredients, and skip straight ahead to the pressure cooking part. It works if you're in a hurry. So we are going to remove the pieces to a plate and set them aside for a few minutes while we add our onion straight into the pot and our chopped carrots. I love carrots with my greens. They give a nice sweetness. We're going to saute these for 4 or 5 minutes until the onion is nice and translucent and the carrot has begun to soften a bit. The moisture from the onion starts to come out, and you can use it to scrape up all of those delicious brown bits at the bottom of the pot. Once the onions are nice and translucent, the carrots are a little bit soft, and everything is starting to brown, we are going to grate in 3 cloves of garlic. If you don't have a grater, you could just chop this really fine. I like to have a barrier of vegetables to keep the garlic from burning. So I grate these over the vegetables and let the garlic sit right on top until it's time to stir it all in. Before we stir in the garlic, let's add the spices. 1 teaspoon each of coriander, cumin, chili powder, and paprika. If you don't have all of these around, you could also just use your favorite Cajun seasoning. I'm going to add 1 chopped serrano pepper. All of the seeds are still in there. I want this to be just a little bit spicy. And then I'm going to stir it all up and toast those spices in with the onions and carrots for 1 minute, maybe 2, until they're super aromatic. The spices are well toasted and they're starting to stick to the bottom of the pan just a little bit, but don't worry, we're going to add 2 cups of beef stock. And then you can use that liquid to help get all of those spices from the bottom of the pot. Now we're going to add in 1 bunch of chopped hearty greens. This is kale. You could also use collard greens, one of my favorites. You could use curly kale or bubbly kale, whatever is your favorite. Then we are also going to add in the beef with all its juices right on top. I'm going to stir it all together. Time to put the lid on and set it to high pressure for 30 minutes. Once it's finished with that, we'll let it release the pressure naturally for at least 10 minutes. This pressure cooker has been at high pressure for about 30 minutes. We let it release its pressure naturally, and then I helped it out a little with the vent. Ooh, oh, things look really good. I'm going to give it a little bit of a stir, and I'm going to pull the beef chunks out because we're going to shred those with 2 forks. It goes by so fast. So tender. Oh, this one is less tender than the other one. The beef is shredded, and I'm going to add it back to the pot. and give it a good stir to incorporate all of that beef back into the finished product. Now I'm going to give it a little taste just to check the seasoning. Oh, it's very good, very rich. Needs a little bit of salt and a little bit of black pepper. If you like hot sauce, this would be a good time to add a little hot sauce in as well. For a little kick, a little vinegar. We're ready to serve. This recipe is perfect for meal prep. It heats up beautifully and it's even better the next day. I like it with some sweet potato wedges and some crispy fresh red pepper. We'll just put this in here like that and have a perfect lunch for tomorrow.